Ye Ballade of Patrick von Flynn. R. The Hibernio-German-American England hater. Germanis, ipsis, Germaniores. Attend ye all me wondrous tale, and I will tell to you of how an honest Irishman into a Prussian grew. 'Twas nigh on 20 years ago I left me native bog to seek in these majestic states a place to earn me grog. Sure work was easy found for me, for I'm a clever man. I earnt so much I soon could buy me whiskey by the can, with half a dozen other mix, a merry drinking crew. I used to hang around she beans and curse old England blue. Just why I hate the Englishmen I don't remember quite, but Jimmy Dugan's granddad says they've never used Ireland right. Sure, all they've ever done for us was civilize our land, and we've no use for sober laws, but all for freedom stand. How glad will be the fateful day when England last draws breath, and good old Ireland shall be free to drink herself to death. Now comes the crow war with Germans running loose. Sure, here's the time to make a stir and give some more abuse. Us Irish have no love for Dutch, but side with Germany, because she hates old England most as fiendishly as we. We know der Kaiser treat us worse than England ever done. But sure, if we used England right, we'd lose our sweetest fun. There's something in the Irish heart that never bows to rules. At duty's call, we tack our sons sedition in the schools. Last night the Germans hereabouts all gathered in a hall, with German flags above the stage and Kaisers on the wall. I don't know what they wanted, but so far as I could see, they mere hooked their Kaiser and enjoyed neutrality. They all denounced the president and cursed the Yankee laws for being too unneutral, like to help the German cause. Then they started after England and me, hot bait, quick with pride. As about foul British perfidy, they babbled and they lied. I thought we Irish could invent the rankest Billingsgate, but wondrous are the fishy yarns them Dutchmen can relate. Me friends what had come with me was so moved with martial ire, they clustered round the rusty stove to argue and perspire. I grew so patriotic, thought I tuck me hat in hand and shouted, "Hock der Kaiser und das dear old Vaterland. Bedad will lick them Britishers." Within a fortnight sharp, and Jean on one triumphant flag, the angle and the harp, then all began to fraternize McNulty and Von Bonn, O'Donovan and Munsterberg, Von Bulow and Malone. And Bacchic bonds our pact we sealed in harmony serene. We sang at once, Die walked am Rhein, and wherein of the grain. Old Van der Goltz picked up a brogue. In Dutch, young Dooley sang, mid-Prussian and Hibernian strains, the ancient rafters rang. Now all at once a magic seemed to creep into me bones, me whiskey-mellowed Irish voice burst forth in Prussian tones. I felt a strange sensation, and in the fancy seemed to see, instead of dear old Shannon's banks, the gently rippling spree. No, not the spree ye think I mean, but that which softly flows through glorious Deutschland's grassy leas, where war and culture grows. Oh Chone, where am I now? What conflict am I in? Do I belong to Dublin town or back in old Berlin? A week ago, me son was born. His christening's not far off. I wonder, will I call him Mike or Frederick Wilhelm Hoff? 'Tis hard and dad for one like me to know just where he's at. I wonder if me name is Hans or if it still is Pat. But let me bore ye all no more. The proper course is clear. I'll slanther England all I dare, and raisin never hear. A loyal neutral I shall be in all me words and work, and never spake except to praise the Dutchman and the Turk. And I can't help but think that people would find that sort of thing insulting, the changing the spelling to try to match some person who can't say things. But some missionaries have actually got it to the point where people would have to change their names and speak English or something, or you don't get to eat. And so people feel like you have to even change your name if, you know, a culture becomes dominant or something. But it's be yourself regardless of which culture is dominant.